Should you move right here to Dubai, the best city in the world in my opinion? Of course, you can think whatever you want to think, but should you move here? Let's dive into it, and let's dive into exactly what you need to know. Because like a lot of people know and think about Dubai, because there's Ferraris everywhere and Lamborghinis, like you just see right here. Here's a Ferrari. I'm sure there's more cars somewhere else. But unlike a lot of people's thoughts and perceptions, you don't have to be rich to be here. Now, of course, like in every city around the world, having money definitely does help. For example, I spend a pretty decent amount of money per month on my expenses, but of course the thing is, you don't have to have a lot of money to move to Dubai. And I can tell you for a fact that before I came to Dubai, I had less money than I do now, and I'll tell you exactly why. Number one, tax savings. So in countries like Canada or the UK, I don't need to repeat it a million times, but obviously the taxes are insane, getting up to 50, 60, I've even heard 65% in some countries. This is absurd. So if you're paying that amount of money in taxes, it's really hard to get ahead. I mean, the money you're making is just getting thrown into the garbage, so you don't get to enjoy it, you don't get to reinvest it. Now in Dubai, yes, you might spend a little bit more money compared to countries like Portugal, I don't know, any country that has a low cost of living. But the thing is, you save so much money in taxes and you can just put that towards your lifestyle. So sure, it's more expensive, but you have way more money than you would in other countries. And even to add to that, you don't have to spend a lot of money to live here. You don't have to live downtown Dubai. It's like any city around the world. You can go and live in the outskirts if you want. Go get a villa, go get a cheaper condo, and spend a lot less. And of course, if you want to spend even less money, come in Dubai during the summertime where it's hot and people don't like to be here, and you'll save a lot more money. But like most people, if you're even considering moving to Dubai, you're probably at an income level where number one, taxes is a concern to you. So saving money on lifestyles shouldn't be your main focus. Of course, you shouldn't waste your money, but at the end of the day, if you're moving here for tax reasons, then I'm sure you're doing well enough to justify the expenses of living here. And if I had to compare back to Canada, Toronto is more expensive than Dubai, not even accounting for the tax savings. If you account for the UK or any other major country, the major cities there are usually very expensive and often more expensive than Dubai. So that's a huge misconception that a lot of people don't have. So let's talk about taxes and money. If your main goal is to save as much in taxes as you can and make as much money as you can, is Dubai the right fit for you? And I have a few qualifying follow-up points to that. Number one, are you willing to get tax residency here? Because you can't just have a company here and expect to pay no taxes. That's tax evasion. You have to actually live here for at least 3 months per year. When I talk to people and they tell me, Kevin, I don't want to live in Dubai for at least 3 months per year, I'll tell them straight away, then Dubai is not suitable for you. And if Dubai isn't your tax residency, then you cannot pay taxes here. Very straightforward. So if your goal is tax residency, then be willing to live here for at least 3 months per year. If you're not, then Dubai is not suitable for you. Now, a lot of people love saying that Dubai is too hot, you can't live here during the summer. Honestly, that's a very case-by-case thing. For me personally, I can agree with that. Some people do not agree with it. They stay here the entire year and they're okay. You can go walk to the mall. The mall's right here. I can go walk to the mall without stepping foot outside. But of course, it's nice to be able to go outside. So if you like to do physical activity outside, like running, biking, then in the summer months, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to do that. If I'm being 100% honest, it does get very hot. But me personally, I will just leave. I have a business where I can operate from anywhere. Of course, it's operated from Dubai, but if I want to go and travel to North America or Europe during the summer months, I can. And I would say it's only very hot during June, July, and August. After that, it's fine. It's very, very livable. Now, one thing a lot of people ask me when they're setting up a business in Dubai, they ask me about the residency. Well, right now in Dubai, the residency through your own business is a 2-year residency. Now, what happens after the 2 years? Very simple. All you have to do is renew it. That's it. It's not like a crazy lengthy process. You do have to come back here in person to renew it. You have to do another medical exam, which by the way checks for AIDS and checks for tuberculosis. But the entire process is very straightforward and you will have your residency visa renewed just like that. My honest opinion for anyone considering to move to Dubai is just go and do the math on how much money you're going to save in taxes by living here. If that money is enough to make you move here, then fantastic. If it isn't, I would still say consider Dubai. Personally, after living here, of course, it's not something that I would have done before moving here, but now after living here and experiencing Dubai for the last 2 years, I would still move here without any tax savings. Now, speaking about the tax, what is this 9% corporate tax? Well, if you're making $800,000 in revenue or less, you don't have to pay this corporate tax. So for most people watching this video, you don't have to pay corporate tax. And you, of course, don't have to pay a personal tax because there's none. So if you do want to move to Dubai and you want a step-by-step guide on how to do it, then watch this video right here where I go over the exact 4 steps you have to take to move to Dubai. But of course, if you're ready to get started, then just book a call with the link down below.